Oh, it's good to hear this music again. Hello everybody, my name is Bench85, and welcome to a reboot of the You Play KSP Kerbal Space Program series. I did a few episodes of it, what, a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. And I think my biggest problem, why does the music seem really loud? It might just be on my end. Well, I'm going to be able to change it in post-editing anyways, but it's loud for me. And I think the problem I did is that I was having issues with the way the career mode was working. So let me just show you guys this. If we start a new game, you have career mode where you have to deal with funds, reputation, science, contracts, all that kind of stuff. So you're dealing with the money side of it too. So you have to keep doing contracts to get enough money to do all these cool things. Science mode is the old original career one, which I never did on camera. Basically all you have to do is collect science to unlock parts. Doesn't matter how much money you spend, because there is no money, how big your rockets are, all that kind of stuff. All you gotta do is collect science, unlock parts, go anywhere you want, do whatever you want. No contracts. And then Sandbox is just like, here's all the parts, have fun. I used to play a lot in Sandbox. We are going to actually be doing a science game. And I think the reason for that is, at least it'll give us some guidance. Like, we're going to have a steady progression of things to unlock and research and point towards. And we're going to design missions and stuff around that. But we don't have to worry about the contracts to get funding and stuff like that. We don't have to worry about money. I think our facility is also unlocked completely too, so we don't have to worry about upgrading stuff. So you play KSP Reboot. I should have a flag in here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Except we will check that out when we actually set a flag down. And then I'm going to do an advanced or a custom here. I am going to allow... I'm not going to allow reverting. I'm going to allow quick loads though, and respawn, no. They die, they die. We're going to enable the comms menu. We are not going to keep the facilities indestructible. Although, actually, I don't know how that works with them. Yeah, I don't know how that works with that. If you don't have money, or maybe you have to pay with science, I don't know. We want Kerbal experience, we want levels up, yep. Allow negative funds and science, yes. We're gonna have part pressure limits, we're gonna have part G-force limits, and we're gonna have Kerbal G-force limits. So we can obviously kill them. So if you have probes require a signal for any control. Yes, we're gonna go, because I decided to go with the stock version that doesn't have remote tech. So we're gonna have require signal for control. If we don't have signal, we lose all control. And comms links weaken and go down when the link goes through atmospheric plasma. Yes. Ooh, what's this? Enable, no, I don't want the extra ground stations either. I want just KSP. Resource transfer obeys cross-feed rules. Yes. No. I don't know. I think, oh, and we have parts upgrades, yes. Oh, here we go. No. Okay, here we go. TAC. So we do have life and life support. So we're gonna have it enabled. Unloaded vessel processing. Yes. Editor. when resources run out, you can either have them as they hibernate or they die. They are gonna die. Minutes between list sorting for the vessel list. The list is sorted from least resources to most, and this is costly performance-wise. So we'll leave it at 5 minutes. Sounds good to me. We're gonna leave this all pretty well stock. So we got max time without food in hours. Kerbal system is 6 hours for a day. So this is what, 60 days? 2 months? I don't know if I like that. I think I want to make it 180, but 181 I guess is the way it's going to be. Max time without water, that works for me. Max time without oxygen, 120 minutes. Yep. 120 minutes. Default units amounts. Yes. Okay, sounds good to me. I think we are ready to go. I think we're going to accept it, and we are going to start it. So this is a modded save. What I can do here, I gotta let everything load up here for the first part. So Kerbal alarm clock's in here. Hi Gene, thanks, I've got it. Yep, everything is upgraded, perfect. We are using Kerbal construction time. Choose a preset. Oop. So we're gonna use, I think we're just gonna use the default. What's this? Upgrade free, relies entirely on the stock building upgrades rather than the KCT upgrade system. That doesn't really do much for me. I don't know what these are for. What's 7 days? Strict 7 Kerbal day limit between launches. Change the overall multiplier to set the number of days. No other time restrictions or use of upgrades. No, we're just going to use default. Use the toolbar mod. Yep. Because that'll put it down here. Okay. And save it. And then spend upgrades. 5 points is 4 science. You said upgrades is 2 science. So we got... Oh, that's right. So it's going to take time to research things, which is what I want. So I feel like we need to put something like that. We need to put some into here, and then I don't know what these rates actually do. Okay, we're just going to go that. Sounds good to me. Oh, so we got buttons over here. So this is new. This is 1.3, by the way. Oh, X Science. Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, there's so many.
What are you doing?
So many things.
What are you doing?
Okay, that's a new mod that I need to learn. We have all this stuff. No tech nodes are being researched. We have upgrades there, and then we have our settings, so we can change settings at any point. Okay, yes, but this is 1.3. This is the latest version of KSP at the moment. We do have the clouds in place. I'm utilizing... Oh, there's the Death Star. I always feel like that's the way it looks. I was going to bring up the mod list, but I don't think I can because, well... I have a feeling it's going to break the recording. Oh, I see a monolith. So I think we should just build our first rocket, right? And I am going to do what I did. Oh, we got double. Got it. I'll leave that right here. What I've done in the past, which is to do a lot of where I record the gameplay and then I'm going to speed it up and then talk over it basically during editing. Oh, there's so many panels here. Ooh, parachute. Parachute's important. I want to drag, but it won't let me do that. Let's see. All we have is just a solid rocket booster. No, that's right. That's all it is in the beginning. Right. So we got 8.8 seconds. Looks good to me. Crew-wise, we have all this, and they need to level up. So we are going to check our staging because we do not want the parachute to launch with that. So added untitled spacecraft to the VAB build list. So you know what that means? It's going to take time, and I'm not going to save this because it's such a simple craft. It is going to take time to build it. Hence the Kerbal construction time, right? So if you look, it's going to take 9 days. So we're just going to quick go boom, 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 boom. And this is going to become, I mean, it's kind of trivial at the moment, but it's going to become extremely important when down the road, when we're getting missions put together, because we need to be able to, let's roll it out. It looks like this is all working properly. We're going to need to juggle a lot of that. Wanted to close that one. Because there's going to be a lot of... oh, apparently I'm developing science as I go here. Works for me. And it makes sense too. Over time, you're going to develop science stuff. You're going to develop new things. So let's say we have a mission on the moon or something and we need to rescue them or something like that. It's going to take time to build the rocket. And that would be true in real life. So we are just going to do stuff like that. We are going to put Jebediah in here and we are going to launch it, definitely. But, yeah, with the way... Ooh. Let's do a crew report. Crew report. You regret wearing a red shirt to work today. Totally a Star Trek reference. We're going to keep that. Oh, I don't know if I can... Well, we are going to EVA, but I'm pretty sure that... Seems we're on our home planet. Yes, we are. And let's take a surface sample. You try to taste the ground, but realize that that would be silly. You kiss it instead, happy to be here, alive, for once. I do have a science pack in here, so a lot of those messages are going to be different and cool and awesome. So I guess it's going to be a 3, 2, 1 Jebediah. Here we go. Launch. And we are going really... Oh, God. I do not know why it decided to do that. Let's pop our parachute, because I feel like otherwise we are going to crash horribly. I don't know why it just took off to the side. Maybe FAR kicked in at some point. Can I do a crew report? No, I don't want to overwrite it. Actually, yeah, because I can do it at any point here. Crew reporting in, we'll get back to you. About to eat lunch. Oh. Lovely. How far am I off the... I'm not very far off. I don't want to risk it. I was going to get out and do a EVA report quick, but it's just going to be kind of like some science spam here. Well, maybe because I did not have... Ooh, nice shadow. Maybe because I did not have the SAS on, it decided to roll. Okay, I want to... Oh. Let's roll you so that there we go. The compartment is like this. Let's EVA you again. I'm guessing EVA from Kerbal Shores. This is not the same thing as the blue stuff above us. Right. Let's take the data, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. Wow, we are getting quite the oscillation here. Whee! Okay, so now it got stored because there's actually a secondary thing, or a secondary compartment for science in here. Okay, stop rolling so much. So now we should be able to do, no, not the water. Yep, another quick one of those. Let us do another EVA report, and I want to let go because I want to be hanging out in the water. I think I already got that one. Let's do a surface sample. Dihydrogen monoxide, sodium chloride. Wait, did you just send us a sample of salt water? We're gonna keep it. As you can see here, he's got all of his vitals basically. So the question is, are we gonna be able to get back up on here? There. Oh, come on. It's rolling. I don't have the ability to... Oh, there we go. Board anyway. So there was something that we already had. Oh, from Kerbal Shores, yeah, which we figured we already had that one. So with that, I'm going to recover it, so we can get rid of this science spam quick. So now we got some reconditioning. We've got 37 science from that. And he gained 1 XP. Ready for next assignment. We are going to quick go into here because I want to be able to develop a couple things here while I'm here. So better solid rocket booster. Our first, oh, that's the LVT 45. That's the gimbaling one, isn't it? Yeah, that's a gimbaling one. And our first fuel tank. So let's research that. But it will unlock in 1 day, 1 hour. So we don't actually get it immediately. We got 34 left. So what would this give us? The higher power but not gimbaling one, a bigger fuel tank, and the big solid booster. What about engineering 101? We got KS for dummies, the utility wrench, thermometer, so it gives us more science, antenna, stack decoupler, and communitron. So that's going to be our communication stuff. So I feel like we need to research that. And then survivability. The important part here is we're going to need to get batteries, which I believe is right down here. Yes. We need batteries so that we can do longer missions in space because we do have life support issues. So we got micro landing struts, we got little radiators, we got a barometer, which is another one, we got heat shields, another experiment. So I think we should research this. And that'll allow us, once we get another 30 and a half science, we'll be able to get this one, which will get us batteries, Science Junior, experiment storage unit. Oh. Oh, so it stores it in the Kerbal instead of in the actual capsule. Okay, so we're gonna go back. So if we look at our, where is it? Kerbal construction time here. We have tech. So we've got basic rocketry, engineering 101, and survivability all being researched. It's going to take a couple days here. But that's not too bad. We've also got reconditioning going on, so it's going to take a day and a half here. No, an hour. Hour and 30 minutes to recondition before we can launch something else. Obviously, if you blow it up, you're going to have bigger problems. So if we go to the astronaut complex, let's see who we actually have here. There might be some fun ones here. Before we sign off for this episode. We got Jeb, Bill, Bob, and Valentina, the main three. Pilot, engineer, and scientists are going to come in handy down the road. We're going to have to remember that. That's why I wanted to start leveling them up. So he's got a flight at Kerbin. Max sustainable G is 6.6, 5.8, 5.7, 6.7, 5.8, 5.6, 5.6, 6.7. So he's a super one. 6.1, 5.8. So, and then they talk about the different effects. So he's got stability assist, full vessel control without comnet access, and a G-force tolerance increased by 1.15. And that will increase as he gains experience. Now, an engineer increases resource converter efficiency, increases drill efficiency, so that's for resources, and his G-force tolerance is at 1. So I'm guessing that he can be exposed to higher and higher G-forces the more experience he gets. And then a scientist, vessel science return is 100%, part science return is 100%, reset experiments, run experiments from EVA. So he actually has the ability to do a lot more from space, like when you're on the mission, which will increase our science abilities. So it's going to be important for us to have that on some of our bigger missions. So that's why you're going to want a pilot and an engineer. They're also capable of repairing broken parts if at all possible. I also have Kerbal attachment system and Kerbal inventory system, so we have the ability to build stuff like in space and fix and do other things like that. That's where that inventory part, that each of these guys have an actual inventory. What do we have here? We have Callan Kerman, yeah, Sigbin Kerman, Sigbin. That's kind of cool. Meeberry, Lenme, Stellorf, Volger Kerman. She's vulgar. And Melwin. I kind of like Sigbin. But no courage, no stupidity, no. I feel like you're not going to be that great. We have no other pilots. So we have Jeb and Val for our 2 pilots. We have 1 engineer and 1 scientist. Well, Volger, I believe. So we have Val and Valger. Yes, I'm gonna recruit you. I like you. I like your stats. And Lenme, I kind of like you as a scientist. So I'm gonna keep you, and we're just gonna go from there. So we've got a crew of what, 6, or a set of 6. Next hire. Oh, yeah, if it cost funds. But we don't need to worry about funds. So that's that. So I guess next episode, we're going to have to get a rocket in orbit. And this will be the last one where I just record straight through and don't speed stuff up, because we were just kind of going through some things. But hopefully this is going to look really beautiful when we're out on the different planets and stuff, because we are using... And I've got to give props to, it's a pack, almost, a set of some of the best visuals for Kerbal Space Program, known as Spectra. And off the top of my head, I can't think of who designed it or put it together, but I can link that too if people are looking for it. So we'll have to see how that looks. I've looked at some of the other planets. Duna looks amazing. Lathe looks amazing. They all look amazing, but the atmospheric ones look even better. So I'm going to have fun. We're going to do a pretty extensive mission on Duna at some point down the road here. Or probably going to have to do here. Transfer recalculation is enabled. We're probably going to have to put in all of these guys. So we want to go from Kerbin to... each of these. Basically, we can see what's what. Ooh. So, I mean, the first one to come up is Tomoho. Well, we're not going to launch anything in 3 days. Duna, though, is in 220 days. That's going to be our important one, because we're going to want to send something there. So I'm just going to quick add that one, so we can watch that and see where we get to that point. But with that, guys, I hope I hope this one goes well. I'm hoping that the different style, not having to worry about funds, we're just going to collect science. I know I got to get through this grind part first, and hopefully with the fact that I don't have to worry about funds, I can just do this quickly. We can get some parts and we can start looking at, you know, exploring the moon, exploring, well, yeah, you got the moon, you got, oh, I can't think of it off the top of my head. What the heck is it? It's the ice cream planet.
But I want to know what to do. They wanted to.
Right here, Minmus. There we go.
What do you want
So
to do?
we'll definitely have to reach out to those,
What
and
do
then
you
from
want
there,
to do? What do you want to do?
and then from there we got all the other planets and stuff to go to and explore. So thank you all for watching, and as always, take it easy.